Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Going to be having a lot of fun today, casting quite an old game. It's not that old though. I thought it was really old, but it's still got the proper units lost tab, so it's not like 6 months old or anything like that. But anyway, this is like from some DreamHack Winter, which was like December, November last year. I can't remember exactly, but anyway, it's an old game, but should still be pretty awesome because, of course, it has HerO in it and it has Leenock in it. And both of them are very, very impressive players. HerO is just dominating, one of the top players that's ever been played. And Leenock, well, I mean, look, I have my set of right up the top there players, like right up the top there. And that's my set. Now, I wouldn't necessarily put Leenock up there, but he's a very awesome player to watch. He goes out there and he does a lot of awesome stuff. And every single game I've seen him in, man, maybe he's lost some, maybe he's won some, but he's always made an impression. That's it. And I don't know. I don't know if I should have my favorites. If I should say, all right, look, these 6 players, out of all the StarCraft players out there, these 6 players, I just go into a game and I just love them. I absolutely love them. I mean, players like HerO, MMA, Tasia, Jadong, Life. There's probably at least 1 or 2 others in there, but those players, man, every time I see a game with one of them, I'm like, damn, alright, that's it. This is the shit right here. This is the best stuff. We're going to see the best game ever. And that's just me. That's just me right now looking at the players and saying these players are the ones that I want to watch. And I'm not going to say they're the best ever, because I have seen them all get their asses kicked by players who are not in that list. And yeah, they do make mistakes by any other player, but that's it. That's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just I don't know, out of all the players, I guess I got a little bit of a fanboy crush on those particular players. So that's just me. So if you happen to think that HerO is not all he's cracked up to be, he's not like the most awesome player in history, and he can easily get crushed by a dozen players out there, then you know what, I'm not going to argue with you. But for me, HerO, one of the best, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So anyway, moving on, Mr. HerO going for the expansion, Mr. Leenock going for a very aggressive 3 base. He's already got the 3rd base up at the 4.5 minute mark approximately. Getting out of Queen here. So he's going for extremely fast macro on this map. He's not quite building 3 queens though. He's chosen to get Ling speed up, which is good. He's got the Lings actually going, and HerO turns around, goes for the 3rd base instead. This is going to give Mr. HerO some extremely valuable information right there. He's gone for a pretty heavy macro approach himself, but now he knows that HerO went for a very, very, very fast 3rd base, and we will see what he chooses to make out of it. He's going for some Phoenix. An early Phoenix swarm is going to be pretty good. It all depends on how fast Leenox get out spores. I mean, it all depends on how much scouting these Lings actually get. They're past the Mothership Core. They're moving on up. The Phoenix is going to be getting the hell out of there. Stork are going to be chasing these out. And if HerO is very lucky, the Phoenix will not actually be scouted. He's seen the Stargate. He knows it's there. And it's whatever. The Phoenix is out, shooting an Overlord. So Mr. Leenock knows what's going on. We'd be very surprised not to see a few Spore Crawlers coming up ASAP, because he definitely needs them. There we go. Number 1 coming up. Where's the 2nd one? You got to be building some of these. There we go. There's another one. Main base. Beautiful. So Leenock on ball as ever. And yeah, HerO. I mean, it's hard to be surprising with a Phoenix, because of course there are Overlords everywhere. And you definitely want to kill them. I mean, you don't want to just leave them there, because yeah, you just don't want to leave them there. Oh, very last second manages to hold that off. The Ling's going to be having a go here. Manages to overcharge their Nexus. Look at the range on that thing. My god, that thing just went absolutely for it. Look how many red dots there are on the screen. There's 3 Phoenix here. There's a 4th Phoenix over there. There's a pylon. There's a 2nd pylon with some Zealots warping in. HerO is making sure that Leenock knows he is in this game. He is making sure that he knows he is in this game. Oh, can he get this? Oh, the spore. Oh, he's yanked the queen out. Oh, There was half a second there where it was vulnerable, but not quite, not quite. He's managed to kill a few workers, but he's taking a bit of damage, and the Phoenix just going crazy here. But Leenock fully prepared for the Phoenix. Is he prepared for this, though? Is he prepared for all of these Zealots coming in? That, I don't know, because he mainly has Lings at the moment. He is starting to build some Roaches, though. So Mr. HerO is a nice move to go for the Zealots, but his time window for making use of them is quite limited right now. So I just do not know. I do not know how he's going to make that work. There we go. Managed to get a Queen outside the range of that. That's very, very nice stuff. The Roaches coming in. Oh, the Phoenix need to get in here. Need to start lifting up the Roaches to help out their Zealot allies. But the Roaches pulling in range of the Spore Crawler. And oh, the flank going on. So the Phoenix not going to be able to help out the Zealots there. The Zealots are going to go down without really doing a lot. Mainly just killed military units. Remaining Zealots going to be getting out of there. And Leenock so far doing a very, very good job of holding off against this very aggressive play by Mr. HerO. He's going to lose some Roaches here. That's pretty unavoidable. And yeah, but as long as Leenock gets the next wave of Roaches in the back, you see he's already got a few Roaches back here, so they're safe from the Phoenix, and they should be able to deal with the Zealots, because of course the Zealots are close range units only. If we had some Stalkers, it would be a different game here. The Stalkers would be able to go out of range and hit the hatchery, and any Roaches came out, they would get sniped. But then again, Lings are so effective against Stalkers, and Phoenix not so good against Lings, so a massive amount of Lings would probably take care of those Stalkers quite easily. So there we go. Nice little bit of a battle between these two guys, and Mr. HerO gonna try and go in ahead, see what else he can do. He's gonna get a couple of free Roach kills here. But here we go, the Hydras out on the map. Leenock has pushed ahead 4 Hydras, and we will see how good this goes right here. Oh man, look at this stuff right here. The Phoenix lifting up the Hydras, actually lifting them up. They managed to kill 3 of them, but 3 more come out, and no, that's not going to happen. The Phoenix trying their best to do as much damage as they can, but Leenock with the Hydras out on the field is just knocking all of those guys away. And HerO, all of his early plays have been thwarted by Mr. Leenock. We've got a total of 6 workers killed, but then again, HerO has lost 3 himself, so he hasn't really done a sensational amount of damage. Only 1 Queen went down, fair amount of Roaches, but he has lost 2 Phoenix and a bunch of Zealots, so he's definitely not on easy street at the moment. He's definitely still struggling to make it happen. Bunch of Roaches out in the middle of nowhere. Where are those Phoenix? It'd be a great time for those other Phoenix to chase him down. They're going around here, spotting the 4th base. That's going to be interesting. Maybe Mr. HerO can take care of that. But his observer out here does tell him there is an army coming in. Whole bunch of Roaches. He does have 1 Immortal. If he keeps this Immortal alive, this should be a piece of cake. And let's see whether or not he can do it. Oh, there we go. Sentry is getting in some force fields, blocking them off. Beautiful job. The Immortal is not going to go down. I don't think there's any way Leenock can get in and actually... Oh, he's actually pushed in pretty hard there. The Immortal's still not taking damage though. They're hitting the Sentries instead, trying to get rid of all of them so he doesn't have to worry about force fields, which is not a bad idea. But now the 2nd Immortal is out, and HerO right here, I mean, he's looking pretty awesome. He's got some Zealots to deal with the Lings. He's got a whole bunch of other stuff. The Void Ray coming in. Oh, the Hydras are out though, so the Void Ray has to run for it. And actually hitting the Hydras a little bit, just a little bit, just to keep them on their toes. But Mr. Leenock has taken his 4th base, has held on to it, and the Void Ray could potentially take it out here. I don't know if he can overcharge there. He's still got a bit of a cooldown, so it's going to take a while for this thing to go down. Here come the guys. If they can lift up the Hydras. Oh, HerO, get on your ball. Lift up the 3 Hydras. Then you could probably take this base out. He's got 3 Phoenix. All he needs to do is lift up those Hydras, and he's going to be in it. There we go. 1 Hydra, 2 Hydra. The 3rd Hydra isn't being lifted up. There it goes. It's up. And there's no anti-air attack from Leenock right now. But here we go. Corruptors coming out of left field. And the Void Ray trying its absolute best. This is going to be down to the absolute last second. The base goes down. The Void Ray goes down a microsecond later. I swear to God, that was the closest battle I have ever seen. The Corruptors just came out of nowhere. Absolutely came out of nowhere. And I thought that HerO was done for sure. But he made it happen. And now, look at this. Force Field's doing a great job. A lot of units going down there. And suddenly the Corruptors with nothing to hit. But then again, I mean, HerO doesn't have that much anti-air. The Nexus Overcharge is going to be a good decision, but he needs a lot more Stalkers. Needs to think about getting Blink out there. And needs to start worrying a lot about this Colossus. He's only got one of them now, and already there's a lot of air, which is going to be doing a lot of damage to this Colossus. So he really needs to pump out the Stalkers. Blink is a must-have. I don't know if he's going to pump up a ton of Void Rays. He's going for air attack, actually. So if you can get a ton of Void Rays, maybe, but against this Colossus, man, you do need a ton. So there we go, 2 more Void Rays coming out. And here we go, the Corruptor's coming in. He has done an excellent decision in moving the Colossus the hell out of it. You do not want to leave that with your main army when there are that many Corruptors out on the field. And oh, some Storms would be good. Just the way these guys are clumping up would be helpful. Yeah, starting to be helpful. But these Void Rays are really, really going to be good. But he has to watch out now because Leenock is on the hunt. Whole bunch of Lings, a ton of Roaches. He's going to need the Colossus to take these guys out. Corruptors on the top shelf, but they're not going to be able to do too much over there unless they go Colossus hunting. I don't think there's too many. Mr. HerO pulling back to defend his base, so he does know what is going on, but he's been hit hard on both sides, and so far Leenock, I think he should be able to hold this base. I don't think that HerO is going to be able to go out easily and do a lot of damage easily. Here they go, going around the side, but the main army does come back. Lings do take a beating, basically have to run straight out of there ASAP. And yeah, they're both sort of just nudging each other at the moment. But HerO is doing a pretty good job of defending against all those units. Leenock's starting to switch over to Mutas, which could be quite messy. There's not a large amount of Stalkers. He's building up Void Rays to deal with the Corruptors, but against the Mutas, no, I mean, not a lot. He's only got 6 Stalkers. So, yeah, I don't know. What do we got going on here? Bunch of Mutas. Oh, the Void Ray just got absolutely smashed. And the Mutas, of course, can attack ground, which means this air army from Mr. Leenock is going to be quite impressive right here. I don't know what the cannons are attacking. I think they're attacking Mutas right here. Oh, 3 cannons all shut down. Not good at all. What do we got incoming? A bunch of Void Rays. You do not want to send that at the Mutaforce. That is not a good idea. He's mass building Phoenix, which is going to help, definitely. But, man, at this point, maybe I would just be saying, you know what, give up on the air. Just go for a whole bunch of Stalkers. But he's going to try and make it work here. The Void Rays doing their thing. The Phoenix coming in. And Mr. HerO's starting to do something. Losing a very, very decent amount of Phoenix there. And Void Rays hitting Mutas. That's never a good situation. So 3 Phoenix going down very, very fast. The Mutas got very, very courageous after that. Very, very ballsy. Took out all of the Void Rays, and then the Corruptor just finished everything off. So a devastating loss there from Mr. HerO, and he's losing this base as well. He's just not able to deal with this much stuff. All the Roaches coming in, and he's got a ton of forces here trying to trap these guys. They just burrow and run, and Leenock in a commanding position in this game. He does a lot of damage where he can, takes out forces when he can, and runs away at the perfect time to not lose units. And so far, he's just so good in this game, man. He's done a fantastic job. Look at this build up of the Phoenix, but with no Void Rays. I don't know how he's going to be able to take these units out. I really, really don't. Still trying to do something here, trying to trap these guys, but they're all underground. Here we go, ton of Mutas coming in. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. The Nexus does go down. He shut down all the production at this base, and now I'm guessing he's going to move over to the next base. Look at these guys all over the place. Let's get a follow mode on here, because I'm just tired of the sort of twitching all over the place. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. The Mutas trying to go in. The Corruptors need to start doing some work here. There's no Void Rays to deal with, so they should just be basically on attack move all over the place. But they are going to be falling back quite a little bit. Phoenix coming on in, trying to do something here, and trying to snipe as many Mutas as they can while staying away from the Corruptors. Not doing a bad job too much. Not doing a terribly good job either, though. And this force just... oh, man. Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go. Trying to kill some stuff here. And, yeah, just going to keep on flying. Keep on flying. What do we got to go over here? Zealot taking out this base. A whole bunch of Zealots, actually. Roaches taking ages to get there. The Crete spread of Mr. Leenock. Not all that it could be by the 21-minute mark. But then again, he's mainly dealing with air, so I guess he doesn't have to worry about it too much. Phoenix continuing to be produced, but with so much macro going down the tubes for Mr. HerO, I don't know, man. He's devastating Leenock quite a bit, though. He hasn't taken out this base, but he did take out that base. So, yes, Mr. Leenock forced back into 4 bases. Mr. HerO only on 2 bases at the moment. He really needs to get this one back up. But we'll see how he goes. He's getting a bunch of Stalkers out. He's got a bunch of Stalkers. He's continuing to build Phoenix, though. These guys, what are they doing? Just sort of flying around the map, having fun. They're going to be going for the 3rd base, going to be taking it out. And if they can start taking out the heavy macro areas, then it is going to be devastating right there. There we go. Bunch of Phoenix coming in from the side. Corruptor's trying to knock them off, but the Phoenix managed to get in with the Mutas for a little bit. Then they ran off. There we go. Going in, the Phoenix coming in, but the Muta numbers are so high, the Phoenix can't actually deal with them anymore. And there we go. A whole bunch of workers going down. Are they going to try and take out the Nexus? Oh, Stalkers hitting that Muta number. That was awesome. That was very awesome. They're continuing to go on. Stalkers at every single branch right there. The Phoenix continuing to harass them. And they actually managed to get in with the main force, taking out a couple of Corruptors, but the Stalkers blink in underneath them. Muta numbers starting to go down. Well, they're actually still going up. He's building a crap ton of them and continuing to destroy workers. He's down to 33 workers under 64. HerO just losing so much to these persistent Muta forces. He cannot deal with this many Mutas. It's just too bad. A bunch of Stalkers coming in, managing to take out this base, which is excellent, really excellent, but he's not getting as many workers as Leenock is. Leenock is killing so many workers with the splash damage from the Mutas, and the income has got to be just devastating. Look at 120 under 1500. That is completely insane right there, and HerO is just going absolutely nuts. The Mutas don't care anymore. They might take some serious damage here. The Stalker's blinking right in the back of them, but the Corruptor's putting the gas on top of them, and it's just too much. I mean, what have these guys got? 2-1 or something like that? The Stalkers only have 1-1. So yeah, those Mutas, ow, so devastating. So devastating. And it's actually really, really rare that we see Mutas used so effectively against Protoss, because there's so many things that counter it. I mean, there's Phoenix, there's Blink Stalkers, there's Storms. So there's a lot of cases where the Protoss player just says, you know what, he's going Mutas, I got this and this and this, I'm going to crush his face in. And that's usually what happens, but Leenock made it work right here. Made it work, did a beautiful job. It looked like HerO was going to hold it off. He had a decent amount of Phoenix, a decent amount of Void Rays, but Leenock just pushed on ahead, got a beautiful amount of macro, and just absolutely crushed it. So great job there from Mr. Leenock. And yeah, it's a beautiful game. Thank you very much for watching this game. I will catch you guys tomorrow. This has been HerO Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.